blockchain and the technology, and we had the first SEC-approved money market fund, a 40 Act mutual fund. We ran, the SEC had us run the shareholder servicing system. We used to run our own in-house. We were in the few firms that did, and the one that we built on blockchain. So these are the records of the shareholders, and we parallel processed for a period of 6 to 8 months, and we were astonished by how much less costly it was to run it on blockchain. It's a very efficient technology, and we think it's going to open up a lot new investment opportunities. And honestly, eventually, I think ETFs and mutual funds are all going to be on blockchain and the technology, and we.
That's very impressive right there, guys. This is Franklin Templeton, a regulated U.S. mutual fund that runs on Stellar. Johnson on how Franklin Templeton is using tokenization.
We had the first SEC-approved money market fund, a 40 Act mutual.
The first SEC money market approved fund. Franklin Templeton runs on Stellar. And this actually takes me to Stellar is trending right now. Stellar is trending. This is a big deal. And this is why I want to talk about assets on Stellar that I believe have massive potential. And I did jump down the rabbit hole of this news yesterday that came out. WisdomTree crypto business goes live. WisdomTree. And on yesterday's live stream, I said I believe that WisdomTree runs on Stellar. So I did do more research into that, and you guys are going to be shocked on this. Breaking news. Matter of fact, it's kind of interesting that they released a statement yesterday, May 9th. WisdomTree. Stellar statement on WisdomTree Prime being available to users in 41 states. Stellar statement on WisdomTree. WisdomTree crypto business goes live in New York. The Stellar Development Foundation, SDF, an organization supporting the development and growth of the Stellar network, today welcomed the news that WisdomTree's retail financial app, WisdomTree Prime, is available in 41 states, representing 75% of the U.S. population. The Stellar network supports the tokenization of 13 digital funds and a gold token, which are available for transacting through WisdomTree Prime. And this runs on Stellar. And this is why this is trending today. And this is also why hidden gems on Stellar have been melting our portfolios. A retail financial app that utilizes Stellar wallets. I was 100% correct yesterday on that news. Yes, I was. Tell them, CKJ. You're always on fire with your news, CKJ. Top notch. Top notch news. Operation Shutdown knows XLM assets on fire. The Stellar network supports the tokenization of 13 digital funds and a gold token, which are available through Stellar. The app brings tokenization even closer to the center of consumers' financial life by combining saving, spending, investing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm documenting my journey on the evolution of money. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. And then I noticed when I went under Stellar Trending Assets, this is the clip that I found from Franklin Templeton, which is the largest U.S. regulated mutual fund that runs on Stellar. And everything will be tokenized. And it looks like Stellar's leading the tokenization agenda.
Blockchain and the technology, and we had the first SEC-approved money market fund.
The first SEC-approved money market fund.
Mutual fund. We ran, the SEC had us run the shareholder servicing system. We used to run our own in-house. We were in the few firms that did, and the one that we built on blockchain. So these are the records of the shareholders.
The ones that we built on Stellar. Tell them, Jenny Johnson.
And we parallel processed for a period of 6 to 8 months, and we were astonished by how much less costly it was to run it on blockchain.
We were astonished by how cheap it was to use Stellar. I'm translating it to plain English for the world. We're astonished by the Stellar protocol, how cheap it was. Tell them more, Johnson.
It's a very efficient technology.
It's a very efficient technology. Welcome to the evolution of money.
And we think it's going to open up a lot of new investment opportunities.
Did you hear that? Operation shut down. And this is going to open up a lot of new investment opportunities. Tell them more, Franklin.
Honestly, eventually, I think ETFs and mutual funds are all going to be on blockchain.
Eventually, all ETFs, all tokenization is going to be on blockchain. I think we all can agree with that. This is CKJ Crypto News. I'd like to welcome everybody to the #1 crypto show. You guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. It means the world. It means the world. And we got a lot to talk about today also. Actually, guys, we're going to jump down the rabbit hole on a couple things. One thing I want to talk about is this Telcoin that popped out of nowhere. If you guys see on the top 10 to 20, it's number 11, and it's called Telcoin. And if you actually go to the yearly on this thing, good God, this thing has been rocketing. I mean, it was just $1. Start of the year, it was $2, and now it's $6. So that's kind of impressive. So I actually jumped down the rabbit hole of this protocol to kind of see what is going on here as far as like how is this thing rocketing so impressively. And it is on Coinbase. And it came out of nowhere basically and shot into the top 10. Well, spot number 11, 84 cents. Beginning of the year, $1. And now it's at 664. And it's up 1,500%. But let's go to the yearly. It's up 239% on the year. Also, guys, I want to talk about this. This is a big deal too. Crypto custody tech firm Fireblocks. And I've been deep down the rabbit hole on Fireblocks for quite a few years as far as Fireblocksboxcrypto.com. Fireblocks is invested into Crypto.com, and they're a large tech firm, custody tech firm, who actually monitor transactions. And it's kind of amazing that Fireblocks, I mean, we've been deep down the rabbit hole with Fireblocks. Crypto custody tech firm Fireblocks unveils New York regulated trust company. And this is breaking news today also, Fireblocks. So we're going to talk about this, guys, and how this is very significant in what's going on in crypto. And we're going to cover a few of the Stellar assets. As a matter of fact, I got to do it. I got to do it. Did I not call SHX to the T? Did I say we was last night, guys, on last night's live stream here at the Stronghold? Bam! Didn't I tell the world last night, wait till FOMO? Because I said we're going to get a lot of resistance on SHX at the 0.009 or 0.01, which Stronghold hit 1 cent yesterday. But I said, guys, I don't know. I think we're going to get a lot of resistance at 1 cent. And it's going to basically, and I wanted to make that clip too, that it was going to bounce off of 1 cent. And now it's at 0.008. So what does that do, Queen? That increases the opportunity once again. So we're going to talk about that today too, guys. And I guess my apologies for running late. Last night there was a horrible storm, and Pickle does not like the thunder. And we live like a mile from the beach where I'm at, and like Pickle was just going crazy. And it was a really bad storm yesterday too. And I didn't actually think it was going to be that bad. I did see the news flash about, oh, it's going to be a bad storm the next 24 hours. But I had no idea it was going to be that bad. But yeah, Pickle kept me up like super, super late. Because Pickle tries to jump directly into bed when it's a bad storm. Are all dogs that way? Who else got the dog out there? Is your dog scared of thunder too? Thunder and, well, actually it's only when it thunders. When it thunders, he gets scared. I wonder if Tom makes the first trillion. Oh, Gmail Brown, much love to you, dude. Actually, at the end of last night's live stream, you gifted a membership. And actually, when I walked away from the computer and I came back, and I seen that you gifted a membership. So, Gmail Brown, much love, dude. Thank you big time for the gifted membership on last night's, what is it? The last live stream. Matter of fact, yeah, last night's live stream. Last night's live stream. Thank you big time, Gmail Brown, for the gifted membership. I appreciate that big time. Guys, look at that right there. Did I not call that to the T, Fishing with Camo Joe? Oh, happy Mother's Day. That's right. Mother's Day is what, this Sunday, I believe, right? Shout out to all the moms. Happy Mother's Day to the moms. 0.008 on Stronghold token. On the 7 day, it's up 27%. I mean, from watching the show the last week or two, I think people can really realize that, wow. Like, I think once you're in crypto so long, you're really on point with the calls as far as being able to call it. Like, how did I know it was going to bounce off of 1 cent? How did I know 1 cent was going to be the resistance for that? Because you can only climb so much. Like, basically Stronghold was trading sideways at 0.006 for quite some time. So to go to 1 cent, you're pretty much going to be up 30% on a week. So, I mean, I don't know if you can have 60% in a week and then rest at 60%. So, I pretty much seen that I was going to jump maybe to 0.008 or 0.009 and get resistance at 1. But this is going to be your last opportunity to get your SHX together before the next stop is 0.014. Call that to the T. Watch. I'll make a clip out of that in the future. So if you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Let's get this show started. Send a tweet out real quick. Let the world know we're here. Stellar's trending. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a big difference from when I first got in crypto to the way things are going now. As far as Stellar assets trending, Stellar assets on fire. I mean, it's just kind of good to see a protocol finally get the attention. Well, I'll say it deserves. Well, how could I put this? Stellar assets on fire. And you guys know that. XLM, SHX, 2024 hidden gems. We're going to talk about that. Man, I got to put this WisdomTree Prime in here because this is kind of big news. Okay. Yep, Stellar statement on WisdomTree Prime being available in 14 states. And actually, this backs up what I said yesterday when the news came out that that WisdomTree Prime was going live in New York with basically a BIT license or approval from the New York Department of Financial Services, which WisdomTree has a license to that. Guys, it seems like, I don't know if Jed is spreading that money around behind the scenes or what, but behind the scenes, Stellar is like highly regulated and smashing down a lot of doors, Beekeeper. Because Stellar's statement on WisdomTree Prime being available to users in 41 states that runs on XLM. I guess CKJ had to be the first one to beat the drum for Stellar. And, okay. We're going to go SHX top. Velo. Might as well. I guess I'll put this in there too. Even though. Okay. Crypto custody tech firm Fireblocks unveils New York regulated trust company. This is actually pretty good, a pretty big deal too, guys, because the thing is oh, come on. Okay, we'll just take it back to a flip screen. Alright. We'll just send that out. I'll play with that later. Hello, Velo. Hello, Velo. Oh, yeah, guys, and I got a lot of stuff on Cronos chain that's cooking behind the scenes, too. The time is ours, CRO fam, says Team Green 4 hours ago. Mad Skrillers is coming to Cronos chain. You guys are going to want to see why this is very significant today of what's happening with Cronos chain. And actually, believe it or not, there's something really big cooking with Telcoin also, guys. So there's something, I'm telling you, it's all across the whole board that this is like, I think 2024 is the biggest year in crypto and the biggest opportunity. As far as, like, we see regulation is here. We see the statement from Cynthia Lumen's, not Cynthia Lumen's, from, Lumen's Verse, Lumenverse account, Stellar account, Lumenverse, because it used to be called Lumens. XLM used to be called Lumens. For people that don't know. But for this type of news to come out with the regulation from Franklin Templeton, like, crypto has got the green light. Now, which cryptos are going to be the most regulated, the most utility? It looks like Stellar is going to be crushing it. Don't get me wrong, I'm super bullish on XRP. Of course, I was one of the first XRP channels too. But me personally, I like to diversify. I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket. Bam! Queen got that one. Tell him, Queen. That's the theme of today's show. Guys, waited for 2024 since 2021. This is the year we've been waiting for. I hate when this happens. My phone keeps on saying free up space, free up space. So now I'm not going to be able to really view this thing the way I want to. Queen got that one. Guys, a year opportunity. Let's do this. Are you ready? Matter of fact, hold on. OG Backroad, first member in the building. What up, Canada? Shout out to Canada. Sam Lanier, St. Louis, always on the way. Gmail Brown, thank you for your gifted membership at the end of the last stream. Marvin Davis, American Tarmacker. What up, Tarmacker? How you doing today, sir? Brandon Patch. The thing is, guys, I didn't want to let you down on this Friday. My apologies for running late, and we'll make it a quick stream. Bullish Patch, CKJ on fire. Yeah, guys, we was on fire last night. Oh, my phone is not going to work at all today. What about the iPad here? I do got the iPad here. Let me see. Just seeing something. Okay, actually, I'm going to show you guys in the meantime while I set this iPad up why Telcoin is going to be a very big deal. Are you ready? And guys, I called this one to the T too. As far as Senator Mike Flood, who ran unopposed in Nebraska, and now they're voting on SOB 21, Bill SOB 21, which we're going to talk about that. And shout out to 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕤𝕤. Finally, our taxpaying dollars hard at work. Now, this is actually a really good speech. I played this in yesterday's video, but I found it, and I wanted to show you guys just a few brief moments of it.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of this bipartisan resolution of disapproval. This resolution is an essential effort to protect consumers and foster innovation in digital assets markets. It's also critical to stop the Securities and Exchange Commission's regulatory power grabs and efforts to circumvent the Administrative Procedures Act. I want to thank my friend, Congressman Flood of Nebraska, a leader on financial innovation and digital asset policy, for introducing this bipartisan resolution. Staff Accounting Bulletin, or SAB 121, is one of the most glaring examples of the current Securities and Exchange Commission's.
Bam! There goes the House Representative Patrick McHenry says, I want to thank Mike Flood. I mean, come on, guys. You know Mike Flood just got elected to Congress, and now he's already getting his name called out.
That's markets. It's also critical to stop the Securities and Exchange Commission's regulatory power grabs and efforts to circumvent the Administrative Procedures Act. I want to thank my friend, Congressman Flood.
Mike Flood is getting the recognition he finally deserves. I told you guys, I'm a star. I recognize stars. I told you guys Mike Flood was a big deal. I said maybe even future president. And now you got the House head calling out his name and backing a bill that Mike Flood wrote. Mike Flood is on fire when it comes to innovation, cryptocurrency. LB 649 signed into law, backs Telcoin.
Of Nebraska, a leader on financial innovation.
A leader on financial innovation. You're talking about Mike Flood, Telcoin. You see that, Scotty Too Hottie?
Digital asset policy, for introducing this bipartisan resolution. Staff Accounting Bulletin, or SAB.
It's SAB. For people that may be seeing it going around, it's called SAB. And Staff Accounting Bulletin.
121 is one of the most glaring examples of the current Securities and Exchange Commission's reign of overreach.
Bam! So that's Mike Flood going directly at the SEC with a bill opposing their overreach. That's impressive, Mike Flood. So you guys know Telcoin's going to crush it.
Through SAB 121, the Commission is trying to dictate how financial institutions and firms safeguard America's assets.
So now you guys know what the bill is, SAB, which many may not know.
In particular here, digital assets.
And it focuses on digital currency.
Under the guise of so-called staff guidance. Let me explain why this is deeply concerning.
Explain it to them, sir. This is actually really good, guys. You don't want to miss this. It basically is going to give a lot of clarity to cryptocurrency also.
Because they call it a staff guidance, the Securities and Exchange Commission could avoid public comment.
Now, how can you avoid public comment, guys? As long as I've been in crypto, everything has always been open for public comment. We need feedback from the world on their feelings. Now, the SEC is going for a massive power grab.
And the rulemaking process governed by the Administrative Procedures Act, or APA. Now, this is whereby the public gets to give an opinion back or expertise back to the agency so they can improve the rulemaking by listening to the public. This is a long-standing process here in the United States.
Exactly. Now, SEC is trying to eliminate that process. Like, come on, Sheesh McGeesh, that's not right.
And not only did the Securities and Exchange Commission bypass Congress and the Comptroller General, but the Commission did not even consult with other financial regulators, prudential regulators responsible for overseeing banks prior to issuing SAB 121.
Gary Gensler's trying to do his own thing completely.
Thanks to the work of the House Financial Services Committee and my friend, Senator Lummis, the GAO rightly deemed SAB 121 a rule for purposes of the Congressional Review Act, providing Congress with the opportunity to right the wrong of agency action. SAB 121 requires financial institutions and firms that are safeguarding their customers' digital assets to hold those assets on their balance sheet.
No, this is actually very significant. I'm glad I didn't fast forward it yet, because this makes all the difference of what gives clarity to crypto. Because basically, as of right now, they want you to hold crypto on your bank balance sheet. But if the bank was to go out of business, say bye to your crypto, like crypto does not have the same legal clarity as stocks, because a stock is not held on the balance sheet of a bank or financial institutions. A stock is completely custody different. So under SAB 121, it's going to provide clarity on how crypto should be custodied by financial institutions. Bam, take it deep on them, CKJ.
That means banks would be required to take on significant capital, liquidity, and other costs under the existing prudential regulatory framework. This essentially makes it cost prohibitive for financial institutions to custody their customers' digital assets. Now, this is a massive deviation for how highly regulated banks are traditionally required to treat assets they hold on behalf of their customers. Now, this is the point that everyone can understand.
Thank you.
This is a change that harms consumers and makes them less protected.
You got that right. Break it down, Henry.
It's not a change for the better, clearly.
No, it's not a change for the better. They're trying to eliminate the small man in one man.
It limits the options for consumers and increases concentration risk to the financial system. And perhaps even worse, it could leave America's assets vulnerable in the event of a bank failure, just as we saw with Silicon Valley Bank last year. If you want Americans' assets to be protected, they should be held in custody, not on a bank balance sheet.
Bam! That's it right there. That's the key moment right there, guys. Thank you, Queen. You're the best. Guys, that's so true as far as custodying crypto. Now, we all know we've been in crypto for quite some time. Of course, nacho keys, nacho cheese. Of course, self-custody is the way to go. But as far as, your average consumer of crypto that may, feel more comfortable holding their crypto with a financial institution, well, the way it's held in custody is very important.
And if you want Americans to be able to engage with digital assets safely and securely, banks, which are some of the most highly regulated entities in our country and in the world, are probably the best places for them to be kept. Unfortunately, SAB 121 makes this nearly impossible. We hear a lot from our Democrat colleagues about consumer protection. And if that concern is genuine, and I think it is, they should support Congressman Flood's bipartisan resolution that's before us today.
So now, guys, come on. This is the complete House supporting Congressman Mike Flood, who signed Telcoin into law in Nebraska. So that's only going to bring more exposure to Telcoin. So that's also the point of this clip, is Mike Flood is making a name for himself. Mike Flood's bill is making a name for himself. Nebraska is making a name for itself. So Telcoin will make a name for itself.
Let me give you one example of why this guidance is problematic.
Okay, give us one example, sir. We're short for time.
The Securities Exchange Commission recently approved 11 Bitcoin ETFs.
This is actually really important. The SEC recently approved 11 Bitcoin ETFs. Now watch this part.
Which allow everyday investors to gain exposure to this new technology. It's a decade old, but it's relatively new. Of those 11, 0, and I repeat 0, use banks as their primary custodian.
Now think about that. 11 financial institutions hold Bitcoin ETFs, but not one is held in a bank. So hold up. Like, what's the catch here? Like, what's going on with that? It kind of makes you wonder. Like,
Instead, all that risk is now concentrated in a few entities. So let's do a quick recap. The Securities Exchange Commission, through staff accounting bulletin 121, upended traditional custody practices. So just like you hold a stock with a stockbroker, it's held in custody. That means that entity, if it goes bankrupt, your asset is still protected. It is.
No, come on, guys. Think about that. Like, look how, I'm not going to say the New York Stock Exchange is crooked in that way, but at the same time, if a bank goes out of business and goes bankrupt, your funds go with that bank. But if a stock is held by a company and that company goes out of business, your stock is protected. Why can't cryptocurrency have the same safety net?
Is held in custody and safeguarded as if it's in a safe. And so we want digital assets to be treated the same way that we treat other digital other assets and protected. So this staff accounting bulletin upends traditional custody practices for banking institutions, and it made a joke of the rulemaking process and ignored other regulatory agencies and market participants that are impacted by this bulletin. That's a bad process and even worse policy outcomes.
I think you guys get the point of that right there. Is basically, as far as stock being held in traditional custody, it's going to be safeguarded. There's so many ways to safeguard a traditional stock, and cryptocurrency should have the same legitimacy as the way it's custodied. And of course, maybe it's still Congress's way to get involved and still like an underhanded power grab. Because if they give stocks and crypto the same clarity, then maybe people will buy more crypto and keep it with financial institutions. Versus right now, crypto is more or less self-custody. Not your keys, not your cheese. So, like, don't get me wrong. I think it's great that Mike Flood introduced SAB Bill 121. It's going to give crypto the same level playing field as a stock. But at the same time, maybe they're trying to still take away from the individual who feels comfortable holding his own crypto. But maybe they're still trying to get people involved that feel uncomfortable holding their own crypto. So you can kind of look at it both ways. But at the end of the day, not your keys, not your cheese. I'm with you on that. But I would love to see cryptocurrency get the same clarity as a traditional stock. That's pretty impressive right there. So I said Mike Telcoin Flood, which I call him Mike Telcoin Flood now, making a name for himself in Congress. Come on, guys. Woo! Y'all, most people know who Mike Flood is now because of our channel. Time for crypto to have a level playing field. Oh, that's so beautiful too. Time for crypto to have a level playing field. I like the way that sounds. All right, let's take a quick step back so we can move forward. Guys, I noticed today that Stellar is trending. When I seen Stellar trending, I was like shocked. I was like, whoa. Like, I've been in crypto since 2017, and you rarely see Stellar trending. I think, is it because of... Oh, see, I really don't want to scan through the Stellar trending articles without looking at them first, because you never know what you might pop up on. But I kind of played this in the beginning. This was one of the most important ones under trending. It's basically I'm gonna have to play this a little bit.
And the technology, and we had the first.
Okay, Franklin Templeton is the first U.S. regulated mutual fund, and it runs on Stellar. And we know this is Franklin Templeton, Jenny Johnson, who's also done many interviews with Donnell Dixon, Stellar CEO. They're like best friends. And she speaks highly of Stellar, highly of the technology, how it's amazing, how it's cost effective, how it's just all around the future of money.
SEC approved money market fund, a 40 Act mutual fund. We ran, the SEC had us run the shareholder servicing system. We used to run our own in-house. We were in the few firms that did.
I'm not going to play the whole clip again because we just played it, but the end is significant.
Eventually, I think ETFs and mutual funds are all going to be on blockchain.
They're all going to be on blockchain, and as of right now, Stellar is the #1 choice for these mutual funds and blockchain through the Franklin Templeton. And I'm going to show you how that's only increased with the opportunity right now. Because yesterday the news came out that WisdomTree Crypto Business goes live. And I said, guys, I can recall WisdomTree running on Stellar. So then today I said, well, let me Google that before the stream because I want to show people that WisdomTree is on Stellar. And Stellar actually dropped a statement after the WisdomTree news came out. Because this came out yesterday, May 9th, 2024. And WisdomTree digital entities have issued 13 digital funds and a gold token on Stellar. We're talking regulation there, JR, from Texas. Thank you, 𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝. That was the whole theme of what we just covered on the Mike Flood issue. Is Mike Flood, watch out for Mike Flood. He's making a name for himself. And the more Mike Flood makes a name for himself, the more Telcoin will make a name for himself. And Telcoin right now, guys, is still an amazing price. And that was the theme of last night's show also. is there's a few 100K challenges left that you still can get in before it's too late. Like Tail says, you better get in before it's too late. There's Telcoin, guys, 0.003. You know, I issued a 100K challenge on Telcoin, 100K for $67. And then it shot to 6,000, and now it's 100K for 300. So welcome to crypto and the volatility. Volatility is your friend. That's what I'm going to go without the iPad today because it's kind of like blocking my view a little bit. And I'll just use the desktop here. Volatility is your friend in crypto. Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. I know Friday's always a little bit slower, but I just did not want to miss a stream because we're working on something. And it's a shame because yesterday I dropped a video before the live stream, and then we did our live, and I was like, man, we want to hold to that level of, you know, to raising the bar. And then Pickle woke me up at like 1, kept me up to like 3 or 4 because the thunder would not stop. And then I actually woke up at 7, and I was like, I'm going to be the first one up. Woke up at 7, and I checked SHX, of course, and I actually took a screenshot, and I was about to post it early at 7 a.m. because I'm like, this thing bounced exactly like CKJ said. It bounced off of 1 cent. And next thing I know, I was like, damn, you know, pass back out, but I'm here. I knew Mike Flood. I knew of Mike Flood. He is one of the guys who hammered. I got to see the rest of the comment. It's like being blocked by the hearts right there. I'll read that 1 second, Scotty Tuati. I knew Mike Flood. He was one of the guys who hammered. I guess I got to wait till it comes up some. So, guys, basically, I'm going to go back to this. Yesterday's news was WisdomTree. Stellar's trending today. This is Stellar's statement right here. WisdomTree have issued 13 digital funds and a gold token on Stellar. San Francisco, and guys, you know San Francisco where it all goes down. If I lived in San Francisco, there's no telling where we'd be right now, Queen. The Stellar Development Foundation, SDF, nonprofit organization supporting the development and the growth of the Stellar network. Today, welcome the news that WisdomTree's retail financial app is available in 41 states. You know what that does? That provides more liquidity to Stellar. That provides more liquidity to SHX, to Velo, to any assets that run on Stellar, Aqua, Afram. You know, there's like so many, you know. Well, actually, okay. Well, actually, a lot of XRPL assets did crush it, like XRPayNet, Casino Coin. Well, there's a lot of assets that built on, how can I put this? There's a lot of assets that's built on XRP, but Stellar has kind of like really moved in and has like mutual funds that run on Stellar. And now these organizations are getting licenses, so it's going to provide like a very unique, rare opportunity for Stellar assets, I believe. And why do I say that? Because of this. The Stellar network supports tokenization of 13 digital funds and a gold token, which are available through WisdomTree retail financial app that utilizes Stellar. And I remember yesterday I was like reaching a little bit because I recalled that WisdomTree ran on Stellar. And this article yesterday didn't really give you, and that's why I left this one up too, because this article right here didn't really give you all the goods on how they run on Stellar. It's more about how they're going to be operating in New York. But then Stellar came through and released a statement on how that does run on Stellar. Damn. So basically they backed up CKJ on what he was telling you guys yesterday. This app that runs on Stellar brings tokenization even closer to the center of consumers' financial life. Do you know what that means, Queen? That means our hidden gems on Stellar, guys, is a rare opportunity right now. The app brings tokenization even closer to the center of consumers' financial life by combining saving, spending, investing, enables consumers to reap the benefits of blockchain. And that's what we're doing right now, guys. We're reaping the benefits of blockchain. Florida, Realtor, Amy. Oh, no way. It's Palm Mom. So good to see you, Palm Mom. How you been? It's been like quite some time since I've seen you. You jumped out at me because I'm watching some reality, well, Hollow Miles watching some reality show right now, and they're like in Destiny Beach, Florida. And I'm like, oh my God, Destiny Beach is so beautiful. What part of Florida are you in again, Palm Mom? And it was like 40 degrees there on the show. I'm like, I didn't know it got that cold in Destiny Beach, but it's like 40 degrees, but Destiny Beach is beautiful. Destiny Beach, Florida, we're seeing Devon NRG out there. But this app that runs on Stellar brings tokenization even closer to the center of consumers' life by combining saving, spending, and to reap the benefits of blockchain, including near instant time for some assets. Well, it's supposed to be real-time settlement, right? They go like near instant. I guess if it's 3 seconds, that would be near instant real time. But we still know it's 3 to 5 seconds because basically XLM and XRP is the same thing. After research of tokenization platforms, WisdomTree, okay, Stellar wrote this one perfect for me too, because this is exactly what I was saying yesterday. Now listen, this is a Stellar statement on the WisdomTree. For people that didn't know, because many may not have known it, WisdomTree is making big news, but they didn't know that WisdomTree runs on Stellar. After research of tokenization platforms, WisdomTree selected Stellar. Actually issued a Stellar challenge too. Stellar Network as its blockchain of choice because of a number of factors. Can you explain some of them factors to us, Sheesh McGeesh? Including the Stellar asset controls, relatively low cost, operational performance. Stellar is where blockchain meets real world, and WisdomTree's selection of Stellar is helping take tokenization mainstream. Good God, you know what that means? That means that opportunity is going to be endless this year for 2024. Because I'm telling you guys, from watching the Arthur Hayes interview about cryptocurrency and volatility, it's the man's goal to make crypto less volatile. They want to make crypto like gold, where it does rise, but it doesn't have extreme volatility. But as of right now, us being pioneers, we need volatility to really have quick gains. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm documenting my journey. But volatility will change your life. Look what it did for us in 2021. Look, I think Palm Mom is just coming back off vacation from 2021. She jumped on a couple of them 100K challenges in 2021, and we haven't seen her for 3 years now. Now she's back, ready for some new 100K challenges, so she can leave for 4 more years. Stellar is where blockchain meets real world, and WisdomTree is the selection of Stellar helping taking tokenization mainstream. We really are excited that WisdomTree Prime is available in 41 states, representing 75% of the U.S. population. That is built on the Stellar network. Oh my God, it's so amazing that Stellar rewrote this article. Or basically, they jumped on the WisdomTree news. Because I don't think WisdomTree would have come out and said, oh yeah guys, we're running this product on Stellar. Stellar's amazing. Right now, they're just trying to get market share of what they're trying to do. But of course, Stellar needs to let the world know that, hey, this protocol runs on Stellar, baby. And we're excited. WisdomTree is available in 41 states, representing 75% of the U.S. population. So 75% of the U.S. population now has exposure to Lumens, which is Stellar. Wait till they hear about Stronghold. Said Stellar Development Foundation CEO Å𝕚𝕚𝕚 Trusted financial institutions like WisdomTree are choosing Stellar Network to tokenize real-world assets because it can provide an unparalleled control with respect to regulated assets. Thank you, Dundeel, because basically they're like saying everything I just said, but much prettier. Trusted financial institutions like WisdomTree are choosing Stellar to tokenize real-world assets because it can provide unparalleled control with respect to regulated assets and access to a global ecosystem of businesses hosted on the network. That would mean like Stronghold, Velo. The Stellar blockchain ensures that transfers are secure, traded in near real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, there's a couple of assets that run on Stellar that might not be still alive like that. I think one of them we looked at was, I forget the ticker of it. It was one of them out of the 5 tickers we looked up. But I don't know if it was WireX on Stellar, but it could have been WireX. There's a couple of them that kind of didn't make it through the door. Which maybe we'll have like a review tomorrow. The Stellar blockchain ensures secure. Okay, so I think you kind of got that right there. You guys get the point of that. The Stellar Network hosts a global ecosystem of businesses, including on-off-ramp digital wallets that WisdomTree could leverage to enhance the overall availability of its tokenized assets in the future. That means more liquidity as far as VeLa stronghold. By using this solution powered by Stellar, the WisdomTree's customers can potentially gain a variety of benefits made possible by blockchain technology on off-ramps. Customers can near instantly convert between a variety of tokenized assets in the real world of fiat assets. And that's what makes kind of crypto amazing. Bro, you got a real weird name, dude. I don't know about that name, man. That's kind of like a fake name a little bit. Free Bitcoin giveaway. I remember reading that the other day. That would be kind of weird because there's really no such thing as a free Bitcoin giveaway. So I'm kind of curious why somebody would call themselves Free Bitcoin Giveaway. Unless they were trying to come in the channel and have somebody click on your link to funnel traffic to something. The fact that we haven't had a bank run during... I don't know about your name, bro. You got like kind of a weird name, dude. Who would call themselves Free Bitcoin Giveaway? That doesn't make sense. I'm going to have to talk to the Bulls Board of Advisors on that name, bro. Because I don't know about that name, dude. That's like a weird name. Free. Like, who would even call herself that? But I'm not going to focus on it too much. But I do want everybody to know, and I apologize if you get offended at all, but there's no such thing as a free Bitcoin giveaway. You guys got to be really careful because in between all the YouTube commercials, they have like the fake AI Brad Garlinghouse is saying free XRP and free crypto. There's no such thing as free crypto. There's no such thing as, oh, send this one, send you this back. So guys, just be really cautious with all of that. And I'm actually glad you came in here so I can warn the world to be very cautious. So, but I'll move on for right now. On off-ramps, customers can nearly instantly convert between a variety of tokenized assets and real-world fiat assets. This capability can offer users the on-ramp from traditional funding. And this is what else Arthur Hayes said, guys. You got to watch this Arthur Hayes interview I watched called Arthur Hayes, Don't Keep Your Cash in the Bank. The capability can offer users an on-ramp from traditional funding. And that's what Arthur Hayes says is the reason crypto is making it now is because at first, you know, the Bitcoiners like, oh, we're completely decentralized. We don't need to connect to the traditional financial system. And they had a problem with that. Oh, bro, come on, man. Sorry, bro. I got to do it. Your name is just crazy, man. Believe it or not, I was kind of hoping one of the mods would get you, so I wouldn't have to do it in front of everybody. But the way you kind of took over the stream, responding a whole lot, and just, you know, with your name is crazy, bro. There's no such thing as free crypto. My apologies. Maybe you want to come back with a better name. I hope you don't take no offense to it. I love you still, but I don't know, bro. I just think this had been fake. Ownership WisdomTree gold token, for example, is 1-to-1 backed by physical gold. Damn. That's the first time I've ever seen where something is 1-to-1 backed by gold that's actually real. Because I've seen a lot of cryptos over time promise 1-to-1 backed or backed by gold, and it was not backed by gold. Excuse me. One quick example is, hell, since we're pulling cards today, I remember Apollo came out and it was like, oh, we're backed by diamonds and gold in this mine. And after I said Apollo was not real, then they relaunched their protocol with a different name and a whole new agenda. And they was like, oh, now we're backed by gold. And people would actually come in the stream, oh, it's backed by gold, backed by gold. I'm like, there's no crypto backed by gold legally. And I actually looked into it, and it was their dream or their white paper to eventually be backed by gold. But it was not backed by gold. So that was kind of misleading. The same way the name Free Bitcoin Giveaway is kind of misleading. So anything misleading, you know, I just got to put my foot down a little bit on it because I got a family to protect here. So, for example, but if this is saying WisdomTree gold token and it's 1-to-1 backed by physical gold, I could almost guarantee I could look into this and it's going to be legit. Because WisdomTree is a U.S. regulated mutual fund. They would not tout this if it wasn't real. So we're just looking for realness in crypto. WisdomTree gold token, for example, I like to look that up Matter of fact, guys, I'm going to actually look more into that, the WisdomTree Gold token. You know, and I'm not saying get gold or get the WisdomTree Gold token, but it's just an example of how they're utilizing the protocol to make a difference in the world and make it a better place. WisdomTree Gold token, for example, is 1-to-1 to physical gold, meaning customers can purchase gold tokens from the comfort of their home, with each gold token representing an ownership interest in physical gold secured in a secure vault. Interesting. Stellar is a decentralized, fast, scalable, unique, sustainable network of financial products. I don't think we got to really go into what Stellar is too much. Let's see, anger scrum. It really bothers me too when I actually don't have my phone open to see what is going on here, because the phone works much better than the desktop as far as I like seeing exactly what you guys see. I like having my view, but I also like seeing what you guys see too. So I'm actually going to try that one more time, even though it's going to probably say space is full, but I'd still rather try. Okay, so guys, pretty much the reason I went down this rabbit hole is because Stellar is trending. Lumen's Verse came up. Shout out to Lumen's Verse. Really good on that right there. And Stellar's trending, and I think that's going to continue to do well for Stellar assets. So we kind of covered that. And guys, you might want to tune into the next stream, because I'm actually going to write that down as far as the WisdomTree 1-to-1 gold token. Because I kind of want to show you guys how I know for a fact it's real. 1-to-1 back gold token on Stellar. Because I'm telling you, I've actually crushed a lot of, not crushed, but basically showed you where a lot of tokens wasn't really 1-to-1 backed. And I think this token will be really, really 1-to-1 backed. As far as I've been in crypto since 2017. And I've seen it all. No, 87 Royal Bro. Are you the same person as free Bitcoin giveaway? Did you log into your new account now? And I was hoping the moderator got him. I was like, come on, man. There's no such thing. That name is weird, bro. And I was like, hopefully a mod will like block this guy right now. And I was like, I was kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. And I was like, man, I'll just do it myself. Because that name in itself was like, come on. But we'll move on. Here goes Big Chad right here, guys. And under tail, I see Telcoin. Okay. I see how he did that. There's Telcoin. First 3 crypto words you see. Telcoin. I actually like that. Oh, 21 on that. Shout out to Big Chad right there. I actually like that. That's interesting. And okay, I'm just gonna go to this. And I'm just gonna run down what I also prepared for the live stream today. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to the #1 crypto show on the planet. I'm CKJ Crypto News. Okay, there we go. Let me go to my likes. I'm not a financial advisor. How did I figure that out? I'm telling you guys, I'm a crypto master. Soon as he said, I said, man, you got to be Bitcoin giveaway. No, I didn't. Yes, it's me. Huh? He was like, oh, yes, that's me. Okay, so maybe it was probably a misunderstanding about your name. Maybe you really was for something else completely. But my apologies on blocking you under that name. It's just that I don't know. It seems weird. Things kind of jump out to me a little bit. Just said Binance obtains registration in India's Financial Intelligence Unit. India Binance got regulation. You can now vote for VeLo protocol to get listed on Binance. I never knew you could, I mean, you probably could be real too. I don't know. I don't know. Just gotta be careful. You gotta be really cautious in crypto. I don't think you can be over cautious. You can vote for VeLo protocol to get listed on Binance. I didn't know you could vote for an asset to get listed on Binance. Deposit USDT and your USDT futures wallet on Binance. Go to futures page next, search VeLo. So, okay, futures next. Okay, so maybe they're trying to get VeLo listed as a futures product. But guys, be really careful on Crypto.com, because there's 2 VeLos on Crypto.com. There's one 𝕤𝕠𝕨, and then there's a regular VeLo. So I have seen people purchase the wrong VeLo, but you want to look for the emoji, this red emoji, which, I mean, VeLo has been on fire big time. I'm going to keep going through these likes right here. You're expecting us. We are the Legion. It's called Cronos. So I'm noticing that this Cronos was trending also. Happy Friday. What up, Devon? I was actually checking out Destiny Beach, Florida earlier, thinking about you, bro. Guys, we are Legion Cronos, CRO fam, Cronon. I thought that was kind of interesting because it looks like a lot more interaction is on the Cronos DeFi. A lot more action is on the Cronos Crypto.com ecosystem lately, which is interesting. One more day and we're almost red, but we're here. Cronomus. Okay, now I see what they're saying. Like anonymous, but it's Cronomus. That's interesting. And Crypto Grandpappy, aka, says, "Expect us. We are here." The Cronomus. I mean, that's kind of just, you never really know what would be catchy to take off. That's why it's kind of interesting. But one thing also caught my attention this morning too is the NASDAQ exchange. Like, as far as NASDAQ reveals, well, it kind of started with King Doggo's post. Because yesterday XRP agent, or the day before XRP agent, was like, how many crypto, or basically came in here recommending us look at WisdomTree, which is ticker WTK, in which we looked into it, and it was a big deal. And I actually went searching for this post because I actually tried to find it. Maybe they posted so much. But he said, how many crypto projects like WTK have been recognized and congratulated by the NASDAQ? So I'm like, damn, that's kind of a big deal. And King Doggo posted it, and it's WisdomTree, which is ticker WTK. And I think the price was still a really good price, too, if I'm not mistaken. NASDAQ Exchange officially congratulates WTX on the launch of WisdomTree 2.0, a new generation of blockchain-based payment technology which is working to transform digital currency payments and elevate user experience. That's kind of interesting. What you mean shown by WTK with RIP? If you can elaborate on that, because I don't know if I want to search a little bit farther in this. Because believe it or not, I tried to go find the original post myself. Because a lot of times you might see something like this, but I always want to verify the source. And I'm not saying that Doggo didn't verify the source, because Doggo is a legend, OG in crypto. But I did try to go find the actual post, because I'm like, whoa, if NASDAQ is really posting about WTX, then there's something big cooking there, which it seems to be kind of big around WTX anyway. But I've always been getting kind of like, shaky information, because some of the information said that they was approved, then they registered to approve. But so then I said, all right, I'm going to go search the NASDAQ's page. And I actually went all the way back to May 6th, and it's the 10th. And his post says 13 hours ago. So, okay, it's 2 hours ago, 13 hours ago, still should be at the top. So here's NASDAQ power, stronger economies create more equitable opportunities. So that should be no farther down than a few posts. Maybe we should go check under replies, maybe? Because I just want to verify, did they really post about WTX? And it's no intention to make Doggo look bad. Of course, Doggo is an OG, but I'm not sure if he actually went to search the original post and they're just shuffling around the screenshot. Okay, what OMC say? It's crazy when the post first comes up, you can't really see it because of, I guess, what, you can heart comments or something now? Why would it show the heart over here? Now, if I go 100 on there, does that reflect on your screen, OMC? I wonder what that does on your screen. New listed on New York Stock Exchange. And it's kind of interesting how a lot of these stocks, and it shows how the NASDAQ is basically, they're talking about stocks and listings. Based in Spain, NASDAQ listed FER, which is the ticker for a traditional stock. So this New York Stock Exchange, or the NASDAQ, is for traditional stocks. Now, would the traditional stock exchange give a shout out to WTK? That's what I'm kind of looking for, but I'm trying to see what OMC's comment says also. But May 9th, okay, May 9th would be past the 12-hour range, right? Software solutions, except for IPO, NASDAQ. So when a company has an IPO, they're listed on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. Like, okay, Coinbase had an IPO and their ticker is Coin. So that would be listed on the NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. But did they really give WTX a shout out? I guess really I'm not here on this stream to try to prove or disprove the WTX tweet. But I do like to verify the source of information. Let me go on the replies. I'm just going to check real quick. And I mean, 5 hours, 5 hours, 19 hours. It would have to be under one of these. No, what's OMC's? For some reason, the comments for me was so slow today. It's kind of strange, too. It's taking forever to come up. So, May 9th. I just don't know if that WTX post is real. Oh, man. I'm not here to rain on nobody's parade. And that's all the way back to May 7th, and I still didn't see the WTX post. USA Today posted a WTX. No. The only reason I'm questioning it a little bit is because on Doggo's post, like, say, for example, if you really want to question something or just, it's not that I'm questioning it, I just want to verify it. Because if, like, we jump on something, and that's why we've been so successful in this channel with our calls and crushing it nonstop, is because I always verify the sources and verify the news, make sure it's real. Like I remember people were so excited about that Apollo when they rebranded and said they were backed by diamonds and gold. And I looked into it, I'm like, nah, it's not backed by diamonds and gold, guys. It's still fake. And then, but then sometimes it does rain on people's parade a little bit when they come in here with some really good information. But I guess, you know, that's why we've been kind of crushing it. We've been here for since 2017 because I verify and check the source. Check the source. NASDAQ exchange 13 hours ago, 2 hours ago, would have to be somewhere closer to the top. I'm not going to go no farther than that right now, but I do verify. Now, Scotty Too Hottie says, remember Greg Kidd liked Filecoin at 568. Today at all-time high of 568 today. All-time high is 237. That's a 41x. And actually, guys, on what Scotty Too Hottie is saying, I'm thinking the same thing about this TON coin. Like, that thing is really ran. And I actually looked into the protocol a little bit because I kind of wanted to see why this TON coin ran, because you guys remember it popped in spot 11 out of nowhere. So that's kind of interesting. It's like, whoa. So I actually looked into TON coin because I kind of want to see what the protocol was to make it move so fast. And it actually has a really interesting protocol. And I think that's why it's running so well. And it went up from $1 to $6. Now, I looked up the all-time high because I'm thinking, damn, from $1 to $6. But it's basically at the all-time high now. Now, will it run farther? That is the question. But here is an article, Keeping Crypto Safe, tech provider Fireblocks is launching on New York Department of Financial Service regulated trust company. That's wild, guys, because the thing is, and I think this is why Cronos is also growing too, because Crypto.com is Fireblocks invested in Crypto.com. So now we're seeing Cronos ecosystem growing. Now the news comes out about Fireblocks is launching a regulated trust company. And who's holding their crypto? Crypto.com. And covering a global partner program, qualified custodians. So crypto custody firm Fireblocks unveils New York regulated trust company. That's a pretty big deal. But I actually have been looking at WTK also. I'm not taking anything away from WTK, but I am in the midst of researching it. But I did find this, I thought it was pretty interesting too. WTK will be the top 10 coin in 2 to 3 years. Okay, that's the founder of WisdomTree. When Ashish, the founder, tweets, WisdomTree brand will carry the same weight, if not more, than MasterCard and Visa. That's a bold, big, bullish statement for WTX. What's the price on WTX again? Let's just check real quick, because, I mean, they're in the midst of like some big things. If it's really true what they're saying about a lot of these different things, then it could be a huge opportunity. It still should be in my searches here, WTX. Hold on, what's the ticker on that again? WTX. No, that's gotta be the wrong ticker. Hold on, let me go back again. Yeah, WTX. That's the ticker, right? WTX, and that's the WisdomTree token, right? WTX. Ain't that what I put? WTX. But it's not coming up under that. No, what do you pay? Okay. Now the ticker is WTX though. Why didn't it come up? WisdomTree token. Okay. Because basically XRP agent wanted to check this out. Okay, 8 cents. Having a correction. I hope I didn't just send this thing in a correction. One thing I do be noticing about this show is like, okay, if I call an asset and I'm like, oh yeah, guys, it's FOMO time. Next thing you know, bam, it's on fire. And then the article came out. I'm like, oh guys, I'm questioning, is this article real or not? And next thing you know, dip automatically. I'm just joking about that. But on the 7-day, from 16, yeah, it had a pretty impressive 7-day, 32% on the monthly, 142% on the month. So actually, believe it or not, I would say it's just due for correction anyway, regardless of the news. Because if you run 140% in 1 month, which is insane, talk about manipulation. No, I'm just joking. 142% in 1 month. Like, what would SHX even run in a month? And I think the closer you get to regulation, the less volatile it becomes. I just want to check the monthly on SHX real quick, because SHX is starting to run like clockwork for something that's pretty close to regulated. 14% on the month, on the year 100 or 1600%. It's just kind of interesting. I'm starting to notice a trend in crypto. The less centralized an asset is, or the more decentralized it is, the more outrageous volatility it has. Versus, something that has more eyes on it. It runs, but it's not doing like, WTX is up insanely on a month chart. Which, it's kind of like floating under the radar. WTX. Okay, hold on, okay. No, WXT is WireX. Let's look that up real quick, because you were saying that WireX runs on Stellar, right? Now, WXT, the WireX token. No, I think I might have pressed in too many letters. WXT. Because I'm kind of curious. WXT. And WireX right here. Okay, still double zeros. Okay. No matter of fact, I might have seen that post from Crypto Eddie, Scotty Too Hottie. So that would give a lot of legitimacy to it too. And actually, I think I got that post pulled up. But as far as WireX token, I'm actually going to write this down for tomorrow's live stream. Because we're going to get out of here in like 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes, we're going to get out of here. WireX, because WireX is supposed to run on Stellar, but I want to make sure that it still has some life to it, because there was one of them tokens that did it. 7-day, 2%, 20% on the monthly, 100% on the year. WireX token. I almost want to go to the website right now, but we're going to wait till tomorrow for that to verify that. Now, if I keep going through these, oh yeah, let me go through these because this is much more interesting right now. I did the research on this. Tell me my new followers is John Cena. I think I do got the Crypto Eddie WTX post in here. No, WTX. Crypto Eddie, if Crypto Eddie backed WTX, and it's a big deal. She's really good at research. She's really smart. Now, Captain Crypto is bullish on Telcoin, said John Cena followed him. Now, when I verified this, I'm like, this is real. Because John Cena follows you. And I was like, hold on, is this the real John Cena? We know he's from West Newbury, 14 million followers. That looks real. Then if you go to John Cena, follow back. John Cena followed like a Telcoin account. That's kind of interesting. Okay, and then if you go to this, bringing Telcoin to redefining financial services on a global scale. By integrating remittance services and DeFi capabilities, the Telcoin platform, including DEX functions, maintains its core mission. They enhance it. And there goes the Telcoin post. Captain Crypto is bullish on Telcoin, and John Cena followed the Telcoin post. That's kind of interesting. Network and internationally is all about confirmed partner WisdomTree after Cali announced they're working with the largest merchant acquirer in the Middle East and the MENA region, WTX. So WTX could be a big deal. Here goes XRPayNet. Congratulations to our XRPL Rainforest member lab on newly minted 3D XParrot. I like that. Oh, this is huge too right here. Wells and Fargo reported owning Grayscale Spot Bitcoin ETF. Like, are you kidding me? Wells and Fargo, America's third largest bank, owns Bitcoin ETFs. Do you realize crypto is the future, past, present, and future? Matter of fact, guys, the past is we started in 2017. Big time XRP Maxi. Some say XRP Army founder. And the present is where we are in 2024. Trying to duplicate the success of our 2021 100K challenges. And the future is crypto retirement. Bam! Subscribe to the #1 crypto show. Bring your portfolio out of dormant status. Wells and Fargo reported owning Grayscale Spot Bitcoin ETF. That's amazing how under the SEC filings they can find out all this news about a financial company that they don't really let out. And the reason they don't let out the information is so they can have a competitive advantage over their competitors. You bullish on Filecoin, Devon? What up, Devon? How you feeling today? We should take a look at that. Wells Fargo Bank reveals it has spot Bitcoin ETF exposure and new SEC filing. Okay, this could be the CryptoEddie post that I got. I got a CryptoEddie post too. Attention developers, scroll down for English, XDC. So we know CryptoEddie is bullish on XDC. Show more. XCC Network is funding up to $100,000 in grants and virtual sessions. Real world tokenization, real world assets, trade finance, decentralized physical infrastructure, AI gaming. So CryptoEddie is on fire with the XDC accelerator program. I think that's what XDC does need, an accelerator program though. And I actually did issue the XDC challenge. 17 filed for 100. Is that how many files they can get for 100? Scotty Too Hottie. And Filecoin is actually a big deal too, guys. So it seems like a couple of you want a Filecoin challenge. Okay, Scotty Too Hottie, very good information there. I'm glad I read that. Crypto area loves WisdomTree. She interviewed the CEO many times. The CEO that we just talked about, the one guy that was like talking all big about his post or whatever, says he's promising to be big as MasterCard and Visa. She interviewed this guy. I'm kind of curious. Let me go back to the post. Okay, Anish tweets. This guy right here, CryptoEddie interviewed this person right here because he is the CEO of WisdomTree, and his name is Anish. She actually interviewed him. Could be a big deal. It kind of got me real curious on that. Because at that price right there, she could be the reason that thing is running. I don't know. I'm not going to look too much into that right now. I'm kind of curious. Is that this person she interviewed though? Now, XDC is creating an accelerator program. That would be the same thing as like the Ripple grant program, the Stellar grant program. And that's what makes crypto interesting is, you know, these protocols are funding developers to build within its ecosystem. And right now it's anybody's guess who is going to be the biggest, you know, that would be wild if Stellar came out to be, you know, like, that's kind of like what Elon Musk said about Dogecoin, right? What fate loves irony, you know. What if, like, XRP was, like, so massive and the XRP army overran the Stellar army for so long and bashed them and beat them down for years and years, and then, bam, out of nowhere, Stellar becomes the main asset. That would be fate loves irony right there. Because nobody loved XLM, and now all of a sudden XLM assets are crushing it. The news is coming out. Stellar is trending. Franklin Templeton runs on Stellar. All the news is coming out about lumens. That would be weird. That could really happen because a lot of people, you know, like the OGs in crypto know about all the drama between XRP and XLM. But the newbies aren't going to go back that far to see what happened with, oh, XLM is a fork of XRP. They're not even going to go back that far. They're going to look at the most utility for today's protocol, which Stellar is boasting massive liquidity and massive partnerships. So I'm just saying that's kind of interesting. Fate loves irony. But on the XRP side, here goes Katawi. He says 12 hours ago, stable, transparent, and trusted the opportunity of the stablecoin and global finance on Ripple. 730 likes. Oh, thanks, Gary. Much love, bro. So good to see you today. Yeah, because we're getting out in 2 minutes. Guys, listen, it's Friday. I know everybody has a lot to do today. You're really busy. You're really busy today. I didn't want to miss a stream. I don't want to miss no streams. I want to basically be on fire with the streams. So we go live every day at 1. I apologize for running late today. Pickle D, like, would not, like, he goes kind of wild when it thunders. And last night was a horrible storm. And so Pickle like kept me up real late, woke me up and like kept on trying to jump in the bed. And then I was like almost like just thinking about letting him jump in the bed at the end, but then he like keeps getting closer and closer. But then he kind of like, if it's thundering, he won't like lay down and relax either. He'll like keep jumping up and jumping around. So I kind of like got to sit there and like, oh, it's okay, buddy, it's okay, it's okay. You know, I had to comfort him and all. Did I miss something? I kind of like didn't even pay attention to the chat too much. In the beginning, he had me. Jack Dorsey forecasts Bitcoin to surpass 1 million by 2030. I gotta have more likes by now. No way. Ripple Van Winkle. Good God, that shows you that people is not really loving the old Bitcoin tweets. Because I was the first one to like that tweet. And shout out to Ripple Van Winkle. I actually talked him into starting his YouTube channel also. Many may not know that. Ripple Van Winkle. You guys know him if you've been XRP. Okay, another thing I noticed that Telcoin is also listing assets within the Telcoin app. Boo. Who's there? It's Ghost. Ghost is available for trading in Telcoin app. No, I'm not saying get Ghost. I'm not saying get Ghost. But I'm saying it's interesting that Telcoin app is listing assets. Like, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what Ghost is, but it seems that Telcoin app is growing. Looking to store, send, trade, Ghost. So, okay, so now I'm back to where I was yesterday.
Florida delegates for former President Donald Trump's youngest son was chosen as one of the Florida delegates for the Republican National.
Barron Trump is a Florida delegate now? Like, he grew up fast. I remember he was like a little kid. No way. Barron Trump, the future president. Barron Trump got elected to the Florida delegates. That'd be like a lot of pressure as being Trump's son, Barron Trump. It was Anish. Oh, Sky Too High. Thank you, big time. All right, guys. I'll back to Anish in the WTK, or if that's the ticker, I believe. Because if CryptoBanker interviewed him, she's very intelligent, very smart. Matter of fact, you guys remember when I had her on the show also. Very intelligent woman for sure. And she does go deep with her research. So I'm going to back that if she's bullish on WisdomTree, then I believe it's a big deal. So don't let that opportunity pass you also. Let me see. Okay, let's just take one look at that and we'll get out of here for right now. I didn't want to miss the stream. Let's take a look at Filecoin because Scotty Too Hottie, OG supporter. Filecoin, what's the price of Filecoin right now? $5.68. He said you can get 17 for 100. That's not bad. Filecoin is a very big deal, big time partnerships. What's going on with this guy? Huh? Way to go, Scotty Too Hottie. Is that free Bitcoin guy still talking in a whole different account? He's like aggressive, ain't he? Huh? I'll show you what to do with this guy. Nah, way to go, moderators. Guys, I can't thank you enough for love and support today. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that thumbs up. Is that guy talking the whole time? Now I'm going to have to go back and watch the stream and see what happened after I blocked him. I didn't realize he came back and was still talking about that. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. Thank you for the love today, guys. Way to go, Scotty Too Hottie. We can't play no games around here, man. We gotta be mature. This is the mature crypto show. We ain't got no time for games like that. Unless it's a nighttime live stream, I might play around a lot, but on daytime live stream, it's very serious. Bay, much love. Scotty Too Hottie. Shout out to Scotty Too Hottie. He's actually an official bullish record keeper of some of the calls. Like, we issued the BNB challenge for $100 for $4 per BNB. I issued the 100K Matic challenge, 100K Matic for $100. It hit $2.80 per Matic. That's $280,000. I issued the 100K Harmony challenge. There was a 100K Harmony for $100. Harmony at 40 cents. That was $40,000 per 100K. When it hit 40 cents, that was $40,000 per 100K Harmony. I issued the 100K Seller challenge. Seller hit 20 cents. That was $20,000 per 100K Seller. And I had 200,000 Seller and 200,000 Harmony. That was $120,000. Good God. What would we need to get that kind of money again on them kind of calls? Let me see. Telcoin would have to go to 40 cents. That would be 40,000. Shout out to OMC with the super chat going out the door. Much love, OMC. I really appreciate that. Thank you big time. I really appreciate that, OMC. Peace and have a great weekend. Much love, OMC. Old Man Crypto. I think that's what we said it stood for, right? Thank you. I really appreciate that, my brother. Tyrant Copeland, much love. LJ. Curry. Shout out to Curry. Scotty was on it. Yeah, that's for sure. Because basically, a lot of times people think I can see all the chat. You really can't see all the chat. It's so hard to keep up with the chat. I mean, the one guy was distracting, but after I blocked him, I kind of stopped paying attention, or I wasn't really on it after that. So shout out to Scotty Too Hotty if you got him again. Gotta upset him some more. Scotty, much love, dude. OMC, thank you big time. Oh, good God. Now you see what Scotty Too Hotty says. Like, it's at an all-time high of $200, and you can get it at $5 and Filecoin. That's big partnerships. Oh, XCN. Let's take a look at that. We'll leave right now, because this is my this is my newest 100K challenge on Coinbase. It's called the XCN coin. It's $200 per 100K on Coinbase, and it's at 200 flat right now. And good Lord, talk about opportunity. This will be at 1400, and you're like, oh damn, I should have bought what CKJ said. I love you guys. Hope you have an amazing Friday. Beekeeper, OMC, thank you. And Gmail Brown, thank you for that gifted membership. Happy Friday. Bulls family #1.